Okay, welcome everyone over to the Dublin Housing Authority. Today we have two very special guests with us, Carrie Smith, Carol Edwards, and we just want to take this opportunity to be able to speak to them about a very important event, a youth summit that's coming up, actually coming up this weekend. Now, why is it important to you? Well, how important is youth? We really couldn't put a volume on it. It's enormous, it's immeasurable. So we want you to know about what's going on this very weekend, happening at Moore Street School. Yes. Carol, you go ahead and introduce a little bit about the program.
The program is, it is a youth summit we're targeting ages 13 to 18, is that correct? Yes. Or younger. Yes. And we have, it is actually a youth summit, and we have different speakers from the community that will be doing presentations. We have breakout sessions. We'll have a short continental breakfast, and we'll serve lunch, and then we'll start back with our classes. We are doing this with my company, C&E Youth Services, along with the Dublin Housing Authority, in which we work together with this. We are working together with this program that we're presenting.
Now, Carol, this is something you do as quite an effort with your agency. But now, Carrie reached out to you, right? Carrie, you reached out to Carrie.
Yes.
Tell us about that and why the need.
Well, actually, her company partner reached out to us
Yes.
for Dublin Housing Authority because we wanted to combat the drug violence and gang violence in our community with our young males. And so we're of the mindset, each one reach one. So we're trying to see if we could sort of hone into saving our males, saving our young males, making them more or less an asset and not a liability. Yeah. So we've decided to team together and put on this youth summit, Living Our Best Life. Mm-hmm.
All right. What a great title. What a great name to put on, Living Our Best Life. We all want to live our best life, but a lot of times, if you're not structured, if you don't have some help as a youth, and that's what we're saying, then maybe you get on the wayward track, and then it takes time to get back on track. And we don't want to lose our youth. We don't want to lose one of our youth. That's why this youth summit is taking place this very weekend. Tell us the time and the date and where about again.
The event is going to be held this coming Saturday, April 13th. Registration starts at 8 a.m. at the Moore Street School, located at 1405 West Moore Street.
Okay. And so we'll start the day off greeting. You'll register everyone. You'll have a little continental breakfast.
Yes.
Then you'll get into the meat of the matter. Now, how will it be broken down? What age groups are welcome to attend?
So we have all age groups. We're really targeting 12 to 18, but because we did not want to leave out the smaller children, ages 8. So we're going to start at ages 8, and we're going to have sessions that are applicable to their ages, just real life sessions. We have people from the professional world, and then we have those that that give you just real street life. Right. We're going to have those, so we're going to target all areas. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to keep it real. You're going to talk to people who have been on the street, who have been through this very scenario, as well as professionals who may have, but went on to develop themselves to try to help others. Because Absolutely. Like you say, it's each one reach one. Yes. What can you do to help another person? How can you help these young people? And that's our most valuable asset, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, in our community. Our youth is our most valuable asset. And when we don't invest in them, we're letting them down. We're letting ourselves down in the long run. So how was the program actually developed, Carol?
Well, in conjunction with the Dublin Housing Authority and Carrie.
But this is a professional approach to it.
Well,
this is not
very much so. My business partner worked with a gentleman over in Warner Robins that is a professional speaker that works with youth. And earlier this year, we got together and discussed it. It's Carrie and her name is Yvette. They got together and discussed it and came up with this program because Yvette had gone ahead and contacted the opening session. We'll have a speaker.
So we'll be opening up with a guest speaker.
Yeah, a guest speaker.
And then going forward. But let's think just for a moment now, there are young people out there who may want to attend, their parents, their grandparents, their extended family, friends who would like to get a young person there, might not have transportation.
If they just give us a call. Give us a call and we will make sure that each of the children, anybody that wants to attend, we're going to make sure that they're there.
Great.
We're going to make sure that they're there. Give me a call here at Dublin Housing Authority, and my number is 478-272-2450. Again, that's 478-272-2450.
Kerry, how long have you been associated with Dublin Housing Authority?
I've been associated with Dublin Housing Authority. May will be 1 year.
Well, awesome. You're off to a great start then.
Yes.
I know you like working with Miss Brenda.
Yes, I do. She gave me an opportunity.
That's right. That's all it takes a lot of times. That you already feeding in, you already doing something worthwhile, not just sitting back and waiting on somebody to ask you to do something, but you've reached out to Miss Carol and her partner. And
Absolutely, because we're trying to save our children, and we want them to know that it's okay. It's okay it's okay to just say no. It's okay to say no, and we want them to know that we are not anything to be afraid of. We want them to know that we're attainable, we're reachable, that they can confide in us. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to bring to this community.
Yeah. And so there you go. You have somewhere to turn to. You have somewhere to reach out to, ladies and gentlemen, young people alike. Carrie, you have a real strong family. You have a strong family unit, and therefore you want to reach out and you want to help maybe some of these who may not have such a strong family unit.
Yes, we do. In the past, we've worked with the Housing Authority and with the families in providing programs to work with families and keep them together and provide tools in which to go out in the community or at home or at school or wherever to bring the family close together. So this summit is certainly something very, very important to us, and we endeavor to, with the Housing Authority, have a summit later on in the year for girls.
Wonderful.
And teenagers.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so about how many people do you have on this committee, and how many people will be involved in the summit?
Okay, so we have people from all walks of life, in addition to communities and schools and CNE youth services, in addition to Dublin Housing Authority and CNE youth services. We have communities and schools. We have representatives from the Dublin City Police Department with transformers, and we just have people from all walks of life. We have Mr. Eugene Smith, who's from who represents Paula's Fried Chicken. So we just have people from all walks of life, all professions. We've also invited Dublin City Schools to be a part, Lawrence County Schools, they're all going to be a part. And we've also invited DJJ to be a part and to bring their youth so that this can be an enlightening moment for everybody.
Good. That's wonderful. We thank you for what you're doing. We invite everyone to turn out for this wonderful event. It's coming up this weekend. Remind everybody the place, date.
It's going to be held this Saturday, April 13th, at the Moore Street School. Registration begins at 8:00 a.m. The kickoff starts at 9.
All right. Carol, thank you.
Well, thank you for having us. We are certainly looking forward to the program, and we're looking for a successful program
Amen.
to help our
Carol,
community.
Thank you for what you do, and keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. City of Dublin Natural Gas Department, Yvonne speaking. How may I help you? You're smelling gas inside your house? Eric, at 709 Bell Drive, they're smelling gas inside their house. Could you go check it out, please?
10-4, I've been wrapped.
One of our service personnel is being dispatched. At this time, please evacuate your home and move to a safe destination away from the potential gas leak. Do not light a match, turn on any electrical switches or devices. Do not hang up your phone, place it down and leave. And please do not re-enter your home until a leak investigation has been conducted by our gas department.
Mr. Cates, I'm Brad. This is Eric. We're with the City of Dublin Gas. Are you, you say you called us about smelling some gas?
Yes.
Everybody outside? Well, what we're going to do, Eric's going to go to the side of the house, check the meter out, make sure everything's okay, nothing's running through the meter. I'm going to check around the door, and then we'll go inside and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
Mr. Case, we went inside and checked around the ceiling, pretty much everywhere, all your appliances, and it looks like you're in good shape. The reason that we check up high around the ceiling is natural gas is lighter than air. It's always going to rise. We checked all your appliances. Absolutely nothing was indicated as far as gas leak goes. So I believe you're in good shape.
All right.
Mr. Case, we appreciate your business and being a natural gas customer. We're on call 24 hours, 7 days a week. If there's anything that you ever need, give us a call. We'll be more than glad to come out and check anything that you need.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ms. Keisha Washington with us today, and remind everybody what you do with City System.
I am a family engagement coordinator with Dublin Middle School.
Okay, what is a family engagement coordinator?
I am the person that's responsible for bridging the gap between school and home. I provide resources for my parents who come in and they're looking for ways to help their child be successful in their academic and enrichment activities. And I also provide assistance for those parents that are having trouble reaching their kids in the areas of emotional and social behavior as well.
Wow, what a task you have.
It is quite.
You're a very compassionate person.
Yes,
I can
very
tell.
rewarding. Hard work, but very rewarding.
Yeah, and so it takes someone like you to bridge a gap, to bring everyone together,
Sure,
to have that
absolutely.
desire in your heart and in your daily schedule to be
Sure.
able to pull them together. So how did you get involved with this day?
Well, our school, of course, is the cornerstone of the community, and being in the center of the community as a hub, so to speak, we always have wonderful partnerships that reach out to us to continue to help our kids be successful. So Mr. Smith reached out to me as a family engagement coordinator and in his capacity here with Dublin Housing Authority, and thought that it would be great to tie the school into reaching those young students so that they can gather some resources and have a safe place to learn and to be empowered. So that's how it came together. He reached out to us. So I guess we have the kids at the school,
Yep.
and they have the resources, so it was a perfect partnership.
So what would you envision and seeing for this summit, this youth summit? How many kids do you think you possibly will be able to reach and bring in on that day? And then what's the ultimate goal in your mind? What would you love to see happen?
I don't have a particular number in mind, but I do think that as long as we reach one, that is impactful as well, because that one can spread to many. Now, of course, we would love to see several students come, but I'm more focused and I'm more laser-like on the idea of reaching that one child, providing them with the resource to let them know that there are different avenues out of poverty. There are different avenues out of emotional well-beings and a lack thereof. And I envision that this will provide a platform for our young men who can come and speak with us, once again in a safe place to speak with us and to interact with their peers on a level that may not be acceptable somewhere else or might not be readily accessible in other avenues such as in school or even in their environments. So I want that to be a really safe, once again, safe and enriching place for us to talk about some hard things for our young men.
Yeah, that's wonderful that you want to open that door. You want to give that platform. Hopefully there'll be young people from all over our community there, and then they'll be empowered by seeing each other there and going through the same experience.
Absolutely.
That's the way it works a lot of times, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen. So we invite you. We give you the information at the bottom of the screen for the ride where you can have transportation if you don't have transportation. But in thinking about it, there's so many elements out in our community. They're not a part of our community, but they're out in our community that are adversely affecting our young people.
Absolutely.
It's so good that you have a committee, you have a group of people, you have leaders like yourself that are stepping forward and reaching out and making a positive environment, bringing them into a safe environment,
Sure.
as you say, to open that
You're
dialogue.
right, and I think that's one of the things that I'm most proud of in our community is that we all work together in our different capacities to make sure that we're helping children and families, and it makes it a lot easier, and it makes my job that much more fulfilling, because it is a tough road when you're dealing with families, because there are so many obstacles that you don't often see in the school setting. So we need partnerships like Dublin Housing Authority and others as such to show us some of the things that we're missing so that we can help fill in some of those gaps when they're away from home.
Yeah, it's quite an opportunity, but quite an element to overcome. too,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. It's an opportunity that we look forward to, and we work really hard at it, and we don't shy away from that challenge, because all of our children and our families are important to us, and as I hope it would be important to everyone.
Right. Well, may God bless this
Thank
effort.
you so much.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you for having me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Brenda Smith here. Miss Brenda, everybody associates you with the community, with Dublin Housing Authority, and with an effort, many efforts like this one, like a youth summit. What was your impression when Carrie first brought this idea to you?
I thought it was wonderful, especially in today's world. especially here in the city of Dublin. I was really impressed that it was going to focus more on males. We see so many males every day. We see some just wanting attention. We see the younger little boys giving so much. We ask them to do an Easter speech. They'll come up and do the Easter speech. I've seen some of the children, some of the males, since this focus is on males, be with us in our after-school program from pre-K to now high school, and that's just extraordinary. We just want the positives, and we want to show them that life is about living, and it's about living well and doing those things that they can look back on and be proud of one day.
That's awesome. Yeah. So 30, how many years?
36.
36 years and growing and reaching so many young people, and you have so many success stories, and I'm sure you have a few that are not the best of stories, but that drives us on to try to do better, doesn't it?
It does. One thing that I am really proud of is that this weekend is our first youth summit. But next weekend, we also have another one planned, which we, the Dublin Housing Authority, is proud to be a member of. And that's going to be at the Oconee Community Center. And we've got the Deltas, the Alphas, all of the fraternities and sororities coming together to try to positively reach these same children. So we have an exciting April, but I am waiting really to see what Saturday is going to be about. As the young lady spoke a few moments ago, yes, reaching one, that is awesome. But if we open that door and we see 30, then I'm going to shout for joy. Of course, we want many more, but who we see and the reason behind why they're there is the most important thing for us right now.
Yeah, and it'll make a difference. It truly will. Again, we're giving you the number for transportation. If you need someone to come and pick up the young people, bring them to Moore Street, then you'll be able to have that available to you. Yes. But you know, when we are successful in life, when we work hard or we work through things, whether we come from a family like yours or whether we come from a broken family of some type, and we work forward, we try to do better and we succeed, it's our obligation to feed into someone else who's not as fortunate. And that's what we're talking about for this Youth Summit. It's coming up this weekend, and once again, thank you for 30 some odd years of service to our community. And you keep it up, you probably have about that many more. But thank you for what you're doing,
Yes,
truly, Brenda.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time out to come and see us today. We really appreciate it. TV 35, everybody.
Okay, now this is Yvette Moore. This is Carol's partner.
Yes.
And you all are really reaching out to a lot of young people. You offer counseling service as well
Yes,
as
sir.
do events like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your service.
Okay, CNE Youth Services is housed here at the Dublin Housing Authority. We have a memorandum of understanding to provide services for the residents here at the Dublin Housing Authority. Carol and I started CNE Youth Services in 2013, where we go out and we try to recruit families for our Strengthening Families program. That's really the basis of our counseling group, is to strengthen families.
What a charge.
Right.
Why are you so passionate about that? Why is it so close to you? your
Well,
heart?
Carol and I met at the women's shelter, domestic violence shelter. She was actually my supervisor. And Carol lit the fire for me to go out and do more community work with our families. She, showed me the ropes.
She's a very caring and compassionate
So to speak.
person. She cares about people very
Yes,
much,
yes.
and that's contagious, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
All the more reason for you to turn out this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, for you
Yes.
to get your young person to come to Moore Street School this week.
Right.
You'll get a lot of great information. You'll see a lot of successful people around you.
Right.
You'll see people who've worked through issues in their life and are successful.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes, sir.
Yeah. I know you want to extend an invitation to everybody to turn out.
We would like for everybody to get their youth, their males to come to our event. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be great. We're going to have door prizes. We're going to have lunch. And just bring your young males out. They will experience something that they haven't experienced before.